I'm Garrett Bergquist, and joining me is Jefferson City mayoral candidate Carrie Tergin. Carrie, why are you running for mayor?
I'm running for mayor because I'm the most enthused, I'm excited, I'm the most positive leader. This is something I want to do. Jefferson City is my home. I'm very passionate about this community, and I want to be a good, positive leader and somebody that people can trust.
What do you think is the single biggest issue facing Jefferson City right now?
I think right now is just having the trust in city government. I want to open that up. I think underlying issues is not having partnerships with some of the big important partners in our community, such as the state, the county, some of the big employers, Lincoln University. So I want to form those partnerships. So until we have that solid foundation, a lot of these things we want to happen just aren't going to. So really, truly, that is one of our biggest issues, is just forming those bonds and partnerships.
And how would you go about forming those bonds and partnerships?
Well, we should be on a first-name basis with a lot of the state representatives, and we are in Jefferson City. We are the state capital, but often we find ourselves at a distance with the state, so we need to really form those bonds and partnerships, and I'm ready to do that. I want to open it up to the city council as well. Currently, we haven't really had that opportunity, and we should. So I want to make sure that we have a chance to really interact with our state lawmakers and also with the county. I think there's a lot of ways we can interact with them. Lincoln University, there's so many big partners in our community that we just really should take advantage of that and build the strong foundation and partnerships so that when we want to do projects, that's available to us to work together. Because a lot of times we may all be working on different issues, but really we have the same goal. So how can we bring that together?
Over the last few months, a number of residents have expressed concern about the number of abandoned properties in town. How do you think the city should approach dealing with them?
Sure. The abandoned properties are an issue. We have ordinances on the books that can be enforced. Currently, we've let things slide, and the city shouldn't do that. I do believe the city should take an active role in pursuing those property owners. And I know there's some very visible properties, especially around Capitol Avenue, and that's such a gem of a neighborhood, and there's a lot of potential and people that are interested in getting in there. So we need to give options to the property owners, and if they don't follow those options, then the city should definitely take action so that they don't become an eyesore, because it affects all the surrounding property values as well.
A couple of years ago, the city considered but ultimately decided not to pursue a hotel conference center. I know you were on the council at the time. Do you see an opportunity for revisiting that issue, and if so, why?
There is still an opportunity. The lodging tax is being collected, but before we begin any talk about a conference center, the first discussions have to be with our partners in the community, with the state, with the hoteliers, with the meeting planners, and see what the needs truly are in our community, and if we want to work together to make it happen, so that we can all come to a plan and a vision before we begin any of those discussions.
What issue do you think is not getting enough attention on the city council right now?
A big issue is development of the Missouri State Penitentiary site. It's a piece of land that could be potential for huge economic development. It had almost 24,000 visitors last year with a shortened selling season because they were making repairs to the roof. Imagine any place in our city where we can say we have that many visitors coming from all over the country and such potential to be developed there. It's a great piece of history, and we truly need to work with the state and other partners to make sure that some development happens there.
There are 6 people running for mayor. In one sentence, why should the voters choose you?
Because I'm the most positive.
Carrie Tergin, thanks for coming in.
Thank you for having me.